So it was around this time that I realized I made my game realistic, and realistic vehicles get weathered and damaged over time. So coming to that realization now, I had to build a vehicle repair station. And unfortunately, at that time, I did not have the brain capacity to add it to the construction list. So the construction team would not build it for a while. And at the time, I got really mad about that. So I think that it's time for a time lapse of the construction. Okay, so it was here that I investigated the working, a happy village that just so happens to be forced to working into construction. And what I found was the bus stop might not be linked up with the construction team properly because there was no buses leaving the construction depot, and a lot of people were piling up at the bus stop. I have noticed that the vehicle repair station wasn't getting built up, so I did some digging and found that the issue was that all the construction teams were not told to work on that construction, so I had to assign most of them to that construction site. Okay, so we've all heard of inflation, right? Well, this game has tons of inflation, and that really pushes you to act quickly and buy stuff as quickly as possible. So I had the realization to start buying tons of bricks, planks, and steel now. Then I store it for later and slowly use that material until I can start producing some other goods to sell. Yes, the tennis court is done in construction. This is wonderful because that means that the other construction teams can focus on the other construction projects. So you are probably wondering, why is there uranium oxide and plastic waste in the storage area? And that was because I made a crucial mistake, and I spent way too much money on the products, but I guess I have them now, so hopefully in the next episode I can use them, or I might just sell them. But for right now, we have to change the location because they're taking up way too much room. So what I've done here is add a new storage area for all of the unwanted goods. If you look at this yellow outline building, you will find that it is not built. This is the vehicle repair building. Without this being built, then my vehicles will break down, slowing construction, breaking down my entire economy, and forcing me to buy new vehicles. So what I'm doing is plucking people from their comfy apartments, and I'm going to place them into small, dark, and damp shacks, as where those people will be forced into labor onto the construction site. What I'm doing here is buying used vehicles at a discount, and currently I'm going to store said vehicles for when the vehicle repair shop is done with construction. Then, hopefully, I can flip the broken vehicles into new-ish cars and trucks. Hopefully, I can reap the benefits from it.